Hello, Sat Sri Akal. You're in the kitchen with Chef Jasjit. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we are making Indian restaurant favorites part 2. Part 1 was your favorite butter chicken, and today we are going to see the hustle and bustle that you see in the restaurants. So these are the most favorite, most loved dishes that I've chosen. So today's dishes are going to be Aloo Gobi. We are also making Dal Makhani and also Kadia Paneer. I hope you're going to enjoy, because all these three things are going to be cooking. Our kitchen is going to be very busy. So please get your paper and pencil ready and be with me. You're in the kitchen with Chef Jasjit. Welcome back. You're in the kitchen with Chef Jasjit. And today, as I said, on today's show, we're going to be making restaurant favorites. So let's get cooking. Let's get busy. So here we go. I'm going to start everything at the same time because ingredients are almost similar to all except the main ones. And here is the one that we are going to start with making Aloo Gobi in this pan. In this pan, I'm going to start making paneer, which is the Kadia Paneer. This is very popular. You can have Shahi Paneer, you can have Butter Paneer. There are so many other paneer dishes, but somehow Kadia Paneer is nice and spicy with the good flavors of capsicum in it and onions and some dried chilies. It is amazing. So let's get cooking. So make sure you're noting down all the ingredients as I go so that you'll remember. Aloo Gobi is cauliflower potato, and you can see here this is how it is. What I did is I just actually fry them a little bit so that when I'm cooking it won't take that much time. So you can do it as well as you have some time in hands. Do this part. So let's first start putting some oil here. I'm using Dal Makhani, which is my favorite. So just a little bit with the oil for the flavor. And in this pan we are going to start with ginger. So ginger is just chopped, finely chopped, fresh ginger. So here is my magic box, and we start to need also adding the spices to it. So I'm going to add some cumin seeds as well, a little bit of salt, and over here some salt and cumin seeds also goes in this recipe as well. Let's put this on the side, and you're all with me, right? See, when in restaurant you go and you order some food, right, and it gets so busy, there's so many orders going on, so all the burners are busy. It's like multitasking. That's what I'm trying to do today. And I'm also trying to teach you that yes, Indian cooking is very time consuming, but if you can plan ahead, you can do 3 things at one go. It's that simple. As long as you also have prep done, that's very important part. You have to make sure your garlic, ginger is chopped, onions are done, green chilies are ready to go, right? If you do all that, then it's very easy to maneuver everything in the kitchen at the same time. So at this point over here, you'll see me adding same ingredients but in a different style, chopped. So this is long juliennes of ginger, and also in that pan we don't want to put too much. So here is some onions, long sliced onions are going in. Also some dry spices. Normally I would add it first, but if I kind of added onions, I'm just going to throw them in now. You would think I added this first, but that's okay because I'm multitasking. So these are the dried chilies. If you get this, you have to eat it at your risk because it is spicy. Okay, so we add that. Also some pepper and green cardamom and some cinnamon already I added, and cloves. So that is considered as whole spices that goes in the oil first with the onions. And this one we are not going to have like a tadka caramelized. All these can be just like little bit. Once they change color, we keep adding the next ingredient to this for the paneer, for the kadai paneer. Kadai paneer happens to be even one of my favorites. So we just will let this cook. And over here for our aloo gobi, I'm going to add the onions in here. So just chopped onions. See, now you can do this kind of thin chopped, or you can just be like me, and sometimes I don't have time, even the onion is just too thick, and as well that's okay, it's perfectly fine, because you are cooking so many things. And also this is all gonna get mixed in, as long as you know what you are adding in there first. So along with this, I would add some cilantro. Just, I know it's love and hate relationship with cilantro, but I would add it. If you don't like, you don't have to add it, but there is no substitute for cilantro. You can't add parsley. That is something we can't do. It's no. So just cook that up, and then onions are gonna get done here. Also, to make it nice and spicy, I'm going to add some chilies to both. You can add long sliced chilies to this too, or you can just do, if you have chopped while you are making the other dishes, so chopped is going to work perfectly fine. So that my tomatoes also cook, and pepper will go last, but I'm just throwing in little bit pieces in there, that's okay. So this one get mixed. And now also, as you're enjoying these two dishes, I'm also going to talk about lentils. So lentils or legumes, they are actually a part of Indian cooking. It's like something we would cook lentils every day. All different kinds of lentils, like, you know, chana dal, moong dal, they all have those Indian names. And then this is the one that I cooked today, which is Dal Makhani, which is known as Dal Makhani. It's done with the black lentils, black whole lentils, urad dal. That is what I have used in here today. So I did soak this overnight, and then it goes in the pressure cooker. So I'm going to show you, because right now just steam, there's a little bit of steam in there. I'll show you once it's boiled, and it is done by pressure cooker, Instapot, whatever you have at home. Make sure it's done with like 2 hours or 1.5 hour cooking or so. Lentils should be nice and soft, and then we will make the tadka. I'm going to start the tadka in my third pan soon, and you will see. And that is it to the dal. Very simple. I added garlic, ginger in there, and a little bit of mustard oil when I started cooking this. That's my style of making dal makhani. This is not everyday dal. This is going to be a dal that you would make it for the special occasions or when you are going to the restaurant. So over here, I'm going to add our aloo gobi. Do you recall there was times actually when cauliflower has become like a superfood so much that it was so expensive? Like I have paid those $8, $9, $10 for the cauliflower, but now I think it's kind of like reasonable. You have to find good deals. Try to do that, because cooking is all about also budgeting, right? Making sure that you buy those ingredients when they are at a good price, or try to find them at a good price. That's what I like to do in my kitchen with budgeting. We all do, right? Okay, so right now both of these are asking for spices. So open up this magic box, and we are going to start adding some red chili powder to this, and red chili powder to this. Turmeric will go in. Turmeric goes in here. Coriander powder, and some coriander powder in here. As well, this is the garam masala, that's the key spice, but I'm not adding it to the cauliflower yet. It will go towards the end because I want cauliflower and potatoes to just cook in this masala. But over here, for the taste of paneer, we will add, and that is it for, and then little bit salt, more salt for kadai paneer. Okay, at this point, yes, I talk a lot, I know that, but I have to, otherwise how will I explain things to you? So in this one, because it's all vegetarian, so even if I'm mixing my stirring spoons, don't worry. But yes, if you are cooking something that is meat, you can always try to keep the separate ones. But see how good this one is looking. But I do need to cover this one a little bit here, and here we will just add little water, so just so that everything comes together. All the masala will get a nice mix when you add some water to this. Now this kadai paneer is not going to have any cream in it, anything, right? It's just very simple. This is something, even if you haven't planned, right, and you have some paneer in the fridge, this can be done quickly because all it is, the whole masalas, onions, tomatoes, and pepper. Now I'm just using green pepper. I happen to have green pepper, but if you have colorful peppers, use it. It's good because we need vegetables in our diet. So here you go. At this point, I'm just going to throw paneer in this as well. I have paneer done this way. It's totally up to you. If you don't like finger paneer, that's fine, you can change it, but that's the traditional way of cooking it. So I'm going to just, but you can't really stir too much, because if you do, then paneer is going to break, because this is malai paneer, right? So malai paneer happens to be softer as well, and moment it goes in your mouth, it melts. So even when I'm cooking a dish, it's going to be now on a low flame, and I don't want to overcook my paneer. It should just look like this. Let this cook. So far so good. I think you want to see paneer more closely. What did I do here? See, looks beautiful. Yes, it does. Okay, so at this point, our cauliflower is looking very happy as well. Now, sometimes in the restaurant style, I have also seen towards the end, they would add some, just like a spoonful of yogurt to this, right? Just so that it's more like, that's kind of like a restaurant dhaba style, but it's up to you. At home, when I'm making it, for me, this, I know it's a restaurant food, but I can make it in a simpler way. I can, but if you want to add even yogurt, that is another tip for you. Sometimes make just plain, and other times you can add yogurt. Now, I am not adding yogurt because today I have a very nice surprise for you guys. It's going to be, you know, I have a sweet tooth, and I'm going to end my whole creations of the show today with the sweet, something sweet that is going to be made with yogurt. That's why I'm not adding yogurt to this, and I'm not serving yogurt today with my meal, but I'm going to take to the other height and use that yogurt in my sweet dessert, which is going to be Shrikhand Motichur Laddu Parfait. Okay. Now, this one is almost done, so I'm going to move this away and bring my small pan here, so I can start the dal tadka here and put it in my dal. So at this point, I am going to start with, you can add actually ghee to this as well at this point. So I'm just going to add some makhani here. makhni and little bit of oil. I did say ghee, right? So I'm going to use ghee. You will see eventually. Just see this one, guys. Isn't this lovely? Now I make aloo gobi and then I would serve it as a main meal as a restaurant. I'll have all this as a buffet. But if I have leftovers of aloo gobi, next day I can make for lunch my sandwich with this. So all I have to do is take pieces of bread, put my aloo gobi in it, put some little paneer if I want. If not, then just some chutney or ketchup. Done. That's it. You can make a panini press. You can make it in panini press and take it for the lunch or picnics. So in here now in my dal makhani that I'm going to cook, I don't like to add too many spices to this. So just like a touch of cumin seeds to this, and then we're going to add the garam masala and red chili powder. But first I'm going to add some onions to this. Yeah, I have this long sliced onion in there. Let that go in there too. So now some people, when they're cooking lentils, this black lentils or dal makhani, they would add tomatoes to it. It's up to you. I personally like just my taste of onions in it. I don't like to put tomatoes, but it is the norm whenever you're making dal makhani, you would add some tomatoes. So I would suggest when you're boiling the dal, you can at that point put some tomatoes in it while it cooks. So the tomatoes are nice and soft and melted when you actually pour the tadka in there. So because I already added my ginger and garlic, still I'll add little touch of fresh ginger in the tadka too, as well some green chili. See how all the ingredients that I've been using here, they all intermingle with the 3 recipes. So you don't have to wait that you're going to only make one dish today and then try another one. No, you can do all 3 just like me, and then you will be known as a big multitasking. And that's all we do in the kitchen. Sometimes we do have to do multitasking, you know. Even in also it's funny, but I was the other day just actually there was some comedian kind of just mimicking as well about the dishes and all, and he was just telling how when people go to restaurants, especially Indian people, when they're going to the restaurant, they would look at the whole menu. They'll go through it, they'll read as if like it's something that, okay, I need this, maybe I should order this. But eventually what happens, all they do is they'll order butter chicken, dal makhani, they'll order paneer, aloo gobi, done, and then some tandoori roti or naan. Can you believe that? So that tells you something. It is, he made it kind of like a funny way, but I'm telling you that these are the favorites. You will go to restaurants anytime, you will always order this because they do kind of like, we know cauliflower, potato, right? We can kind of resonate, and then lentils are part of our meals, right? You can have lentil salads, you can do different things with lentils. And I told you, in Indian household, lentils is every day. You're in the kitchen with Chef Jasjit, and here is our take on the dal makhani that I'm making. All I'm adding is that chili powder and little bit of garam masala. That's it. Also, not forgetting the main spice that we were also adding on butter chicken, that is kasuri methi, that goes in, and our dal tadka is done. So over here everything is done. I'm just going to get the dal and put this in the dal. Over there our paneer is done and looking so happy, and our aloo gobi, look here, nice. All this is done. So everything is done here. I'm going to plate this and meet you on the other side. Don't go anywhere. You're in the kitchen with Chef Jasjit. You are in the kitchen with Chef Jasjit. Today we made all the restaurant favorite foods, and you know what? Right now, it's just the best part of the show. That is to eat all that I made. It's the trying time right now. But you know what? I know, you know what, Ryan, our producer, cameraman behind the scenes, he wanted to go to a restaurant, and I think now he has changed his mind after looking at the menu that we cooked. Right, Ryan? Okay, so here you go. So let's try what we made today. We made 3 dishes today. I know it could seem a lot, but you know what? We did everything at the same time. It was the multitasking, making the paneer, Dal Makhani, as well as Aloo Gobi, known as cauliflower potato dish. So, and not to forget the sweet part that I did today. You're gonna love it when I get to it. But right now, let me just plate this up for myself. It's my favorite, Dal Makhani. I can eat it all day and I'm okay. And you know, the one more thing secret that I can tell you about Dal Makhani, what I like to do, next day when it's in the fridge and I bring it out, I would make a hot parantha and cold dal. It is just one of my favorite ways of eating Dal Makhani. And now also some paneer, you can see here. It's like it's talking to me. And Aloo Gobi. Now Aloo Gobi, you can roast it. Some people roast it and make it in the oven, but this is the regular, this is like a home style, as well as in the restaurants they will always make Aloo Gobi like this. So I just need, somehow I have all the cauliflower, but I need potato too. So I'm digging in to get what I want on my plate. Also some rice, white rice, basmati rice. And you can see here, I'm putting everything in one plate, and that is the way to eat even in the restaurant. You will go and you will serve yourself in one big plate. And if it's buffet, keep going back. But you know what? Here today, I am giving you all an idea that you can cook like restaurant food at home. This is like Indian restaurant feel that we have here, and we can bring it home. We can have it with our friends and family always. Okay, stop talking, right? Lot of talking. I need to try. You're just waiting for this moment. So at this point, just everything little bit, I am going to take it on my plate, and I don't need a spoon for this. I'm just going to have a naan as my spoon, okay, and I'm going to try. All flavors so good. Everything has a perfect balance of spices. Not one dish is going with the other, where we even had onions, garlic, ginger, everything same, but spices are different in each recipe. That's what it makes very melting in mouth. I can go for one more plate. That will be from your side. So now, you know the special ingredient that I add in my food always, and you will be adding that as well, and that is called love. Love should always be part of our meals whenever we are preparing. Just make it with love. Even missing one masala spice, it will be perfect. So now is the time. I want to try my dessert of the day, which is, you can see here, this is all for me. Okay, no, I'll share it with you. Okay, so this is called Shrikhand. I made Shrikhand layer. So you can see this white one, it's yogurt, yogurt that was in the cheesecloth overnight. So it just had the way, just so that all the thick, like it almost seems like Greek yogurt. I had Greek yogurt, so This is Berard's yogurt that I used, and I used 3.2% yogurt. So make sure it's 3.2%. And then I had laddus. These laddus are so special. You can have these laddus even for the special occasions, more like Diwali is coming, or you know, if there is Gurpurab, any festivities is incomplete without having laddus. But I gave the fusion today with just making Shrikhand and laddu parfait, and then loved these flowers on here. These are edible flowers, so you can eat them. So let's go for it. This bite is for you, and now it's for me. You know, I can finish this bowl in seconds. That's how much I loved it. It's so good. In Shrikhand, I also added almonds. There is some cardamom in there. Saffron is what's giving it a nice color too. So Shrikhand is a healthier dessert. And then along with that, I put some laddu in there as well. And some flowers. Oh my God, it's out of world. Anyways, we are done for the show today. We just have this much time, but hopefully you're going to be joining me back again for my next episode. Please do log into my website www.kitchenpunjabi.com. Also Instagram, follow me, Chef Jasjit Kaur. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I'll see you soon. You're in the kitchen with Chef Jasjit.